I am Nerion, and welcome back to another episode of Broken Sword 2, The Smoking Mirror Remastered. We're back with George now, and he's inside the Ketch Museum. Let's have a quick look here. Is there any updates to our little journal? Yep, so we got Bronson, the Slime Ball Architect, hanging off the flagpole outside, and we showed the Ketch ladies what the plan really was for his supermassive freaking resort that he was planning to do instead of what they really wanted and just renovating the museum. So they were super happy to learn the truth, and because of that, they let George inside so he can have a look around. Hopefully, we can get a little bit more information now. Okay.
The ship looked too fragile to touch.
Then don't touch it, George.
It was a beautifully crafted model of a sailing ship.
Okay. Oh, can I take the lantern? Sure. Put it in my pocket.
Holding that lantern, I felt kinda biblical. Like Jesus or Florence Nightingale.
Whatever you want to be, George.
It was an old book with spidery writing covering the open pages.
Okay.
It was Captain Ketch's sea chest. Its battered appearance hinted at salty tales of maritime adventure and swashbuckling. Long months at sea with a rum-sodden, mutinous crew, hardtack and scurvy. And this chest, full to the brim with Ketch's loot, pearls, diamonds, emeralds, and doubloons. On the other hand, it could have been full of spare blankets.
Well, if it's full of spare blankets, you just have to wrap yourself up with that, I guess. Oh my god. George, quite an imagination.
Surprise!
Okie dokie. This must be Emily.
What the? Who are you?
I'm Emily.
What were you doing in there, Emily?
Hiding. What are you doing here?
Grown-up stuff.
Grown-ups? Pfft, I'm never gonna grow up, I'm not. You shouldn't be here. What's your name?
I'm George.
Pleased to meet you, Jaws.
George.
Jaws?
Jeez.
Make your mind up.
Oh, poor Jaws.
What can you tell me about Captain Ketch?
That's him on the wall, in the picture.
Yeah? Boy, that's interesting.
He was a sailor captain. This is his house.
Why don't you go play with Rio?
I'm not allowed.
How come?
'Cause Aunt Frost says I'm not allowed out of the house. That's why, Mr. Nosybeak.
Too bad.
Mr. Nosybeak. Way to stick your nose in it, George.
Why don't you ask your other aunt if you can play with Rio?
Aunt Mina's cuckoo. Aunt Frost says so. She says when the Lord handed out common sense, Aunt Mina was off getting double portions of chin.
Oh, Jesus. Chin chin.
That Rio's a smart kid. He helped me outwit Bronson.
Rio is clever. He can spit ever so far.
That's a mighty talent to have there.
Look, an ancient Mayan stone.
Is that a magic stone?
Well, I don't know about that.
No.
Would you like to play darts?
No?
Oh, come on. I'll throw, you catch.
That's dangerous. Darts will stick in me and make me bleed.
That's very observant. George, why? Yeah. She's trying to make a point, all right.
Do you know how to use a theodolite?
We don't learn anything about surveying at my school. Not until 5th grade.
I'm just impressed that she knew what a theodolite was.
Okay, I've had my hands on an historical document. Now what?
Put it on this table here.
The chart fitted exactly into the recess on the top of the desk.
What you doing, Jaws?
I'm putting this old map on the desk
What you doing that for, Jaws?
because it was obviously intended to fit in this recessed area.
How'd you work that out?
It's obvious.
Okie dokie. Still full of energy. It's an inkwell. It's a fur quill.
That might come in useful in ticklish situations.
Sure.
What you doing now, Jaws?
Knock it off, will ya? There's something you ought to know. I don't buy cute or lost puppy. I'm just borrowing this feather, that's all.
Why?
I might be able to make use of it.
You gonna steal it? That's bad. I'm gonna tell on you.
No, don't do that.
Why not?
Well, because I'm not stealing, just borrowing.
Wow. Should look like a hawk. What else could you fit in there? Let's see. Let's have another look around this room. Well, first I'll look at the inkwell. Maybe he wants to take that and put it in his pocket, along with the theodolite. No, don't want that? Okay. All that space you got in those pockets, George.
Yow! I should have known better than to put my hand in there. Grandma Stobart had a nasty experience in a water butt once.
What the hell was in there, George?
It was an old wooden barrel. Maybe it was from Ketch's ship. Whatever lived in that barrel could stay there as far as I was concerned.
Oh, okay, something's in there. So you just don't know what. Maybe it's another cat.
Hard a port, bosun. Aye, aye, Captain Stobart. She cannot take it, Captain. My lad's dead. Abandoned ship.
You just mixing up being a pirate, being Scotty on the Enterprise, I think.
Two bells and all's well. Pirates were cool. It was a ship's bell.
It's certainly got a nice ring to it. Oh.
It would have been easy to reach the cutlass and slip it in my pocket. It would also have been the most regrettable action of my life.
I'm sure you could fit it in your pockets, George, along with the theodolite.
Captain Frederick Ketch, 1570. Around his neck was a cross. Maybe he was a part-time pirate. The portrait might have made a nice souvenir, but it was too large to carry.
Emily has a cross.
The little girl had cute freckles, cute little nose, and the eyes of a KGB interrogator. Around her neck was a large cross on a chain. It was identical to the one in the portrait of Captain Ketch.
Yep, she's a KGB interrogator, all right.
Why don't you run along and play?
Aunt Mina told me. Stay out of mischief.
Well, that doesn't mean you have to stay indoors, does it? On a beautiful day like today?
There's a storm coming.
Oh, nuts. You don't know that.
I do so. I can see the whole world from the window.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm busy.
Yes.
That cross you're wearing, Emily,
It's my lucky Jesus cross.
it's just like the one Captain Ketch wore.
Uh-huh.
Can I borrow it?
Uh-uh.
What would you trade for that cross, Emily?
A puppy.
Well, I don't happen to have a puppy in my pocket right now. Can you think of anything else you'd trade?
Don't know.
There were several things I wanted to say to that awful kid, but I held my tongue. She wouldn't have been interested.
No, probably not. I feel like we need to get some kind of location. Ah. No? Go back, George. Go back. Go back. I'm pretty sure we gotta bring the light over here somehow. Ah, the inkwell.
The lantern fitted so precisely in the inkwell, it could only be deliberate.
What you doing now?
Grown-up stuff.
I doubt that.
I've put the lantern in the inkwell. See? It fits.
Why?
Because it was cut to fit.
Why?
Because sneaky old Captain Ketch made it that way.
Why?
What is with all the questions?
'Cause I'm interested.
Why?
'Cause I have the insatiable curiosity of the young.
Why?
All right. Truce.
Taste of the old medicine there. That's hilarious.
There were several things I wanted to say.
Alright, gotta find something to trade. Maybe she wants...
She wouldn't have been interested.
I don't think she wants panties.
She wouldn't have been interested.
No. This, maybe?
She wouldn't have been interested.
No, okay. Oh, man. Let's go look in that sea chest. Nope.
Before you ask, I've put the feather back. Are you happy now?
Don't you want to steal it anymore?
For the last time, I didn't steal it.
That's your word against mine, and I'm the one with the dimples.
Yes. That is true.
The desk had obviously been cut to fit the chart. Or maybe vice versa. That looked like that's where it was supposed to be, so I left it there. There were several things. It was Ketch's logbook.
Yep. Maybe there's something outside I can do. He's still enjoying it. Man, that cat gulped the first fish so quick, and now he's just really happily chewing on that one. Rio must know something. They're like best friends, right? There he is.
Any use for a quill?
What's a quill?
It's what people used to write with in Captain Ketch's days.
No, man. I'd sooner be fishing.
What do you give to a small, irritating girl who asks about everything?
Try a conch. Delicate colors, interesting shape, and when you put it to your ear, you can hear the sea.
Yeah, why's that?
Usually because you're standing next to it.
Cool. Have you got one?
Yeah, but I promised it to my sister. She well vexed with me.
Why is your sister mad with you?
Well, last night, when I got home with our supper, she went wild. Rio, she said, how come all you ever catch is puffer fish? A sicker puffer fish. What I want is tiger fish. So don't bother come back home till you catch one, boy. I don't see how I'm gonna catch no tiger fish. All I have is a fishing pole and a worm.
What do you need to catch a tiger fish?
One of them real fancy flies like the rich fishermen use.
Ooh, maybe the dot.
What you've got there?
I didn't think the kid'd be interested in that.
No?
What you've got there?
I didn't think the kid'd be interested in that. There was nothing else I wanted to ask the boy.
So I need to give him some kind of special thing to catch his fish.
It was a net left to dry in the sunshine.
Okay. Where can I find one? I don't really know. Nope. Well, this is done. Go back up here again. Do 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 do. Ba da ba da ba da ba da ba da ba. Maybe Emily might know?
There were several things I wanted to
Still the same dialogue, okay.
She wouldn't have been interested.
Could have just said that from over there, George. Alright. A little bit stuck. Rio has a hunch that I might be able to trade her, but he wants me to give him a fishing fly. Let's get a little hint. Look for something from which the fishing fly can be made.
Wrong, wrong, wrong.
Okay.
I'd better think this through.
Got to combine something. And number 2, take the quill from the desk in the museum. Yes, I did that. Of course. Why would I not give it to the cat? It makes sense. The cat is going to make it for me.
The cat made short work of the feather, tearing it into a blizzard of small pieces. No, that's wrong.
Now, maybe he'll just accept the ripped up feather. Why? I told you to walk over here, George. His name is Rio and he fishes in the sun.
Hey, this is just what you need to make a fly.
Thanks. Let's hope them tiger fish hungry. A deal's a deal. Here's a conch.
He's a fair man. Fair trade. Good old Rio. Saving George's bacon. Back to the museum. Alright. It's very jovial child.
Here, I've got a conch. Would you like it?
Dunno. Aunt Frost told me never to take presents from strange men.
I'm not a strange man.
Then why are you called Jaws, Jaws? That's a stupid name.
I'm not called... Look, conch, pretty. Swap for the cross, yes or no?
Mm...
Right, this thing's going out the window.
Okay. We'll do swapsies.
Thank you for swapsies. I think I know where this goes, because X usually marks the spot.
Ketch's cross slipped snugly into the penholder. Before you ask, I've put your cross in this little hole in the desk.
Why?
Impulse mainly, with a dash of irrational intuition.
Silly. Only women have intuition.
The lantern cast a strong light over the desktop. The light cast a shadow of the cross. And the shadow fell precisely over a small, unnamed island shaped like a skull. That must be it. Ketch's Treasure Island.
Uh-oh. That's Zombie Island. It's a bad place.
No kidding? Well, bad place or not, that's my next port of call.
Can I come too?
The hell you can.
I never get to leave the house.
Aw. Poor girl. Kind of feel bad for her a little bit. Never getting to leave.
I wasn't going to take the cross out of the holder. Somehow I just knew that was where it was supposed to be.
See if Emily has any, information.
There were several things I wanted to say to that awful kid.
But none of think that was important right now. Guess we're off, George? To Skull Island or Zombie Island, or whichever one of those you want to call it. Maybe Rio can take us. Such a good kid. Maybe he'll be willing to help us out a little.
Would you take me to, Zombie Island?
In this weather? You're mad, man.
The rain will keep the zombies indoors. Just say I did meet a zombie. What would you do?
There ain't no zombies on Zombie Island. At least, not anymore. It's uninhabited.
Good. What do you mean, not anymore?
You still want to go?
I guess.
Well, I ain't had no luck with them tiger fish. And with the mood my sister is in, I'll be safer with the zombies.
George is like, zombie. Zombie George. Let's go catch us some zombies. And we're off. There, they got rid of him.
So, this was Zombie Island. Somehow I'd been expecting something more sinister. Come on, Rio. Let's find that treasure.
No, thanks. I'm staying right here.
Oh, come on. You said yourself there's no zombies left.
Yeah, but that was while there was a big pile of seawater between me and this place. All me have now is this little bit between the boat and the shore, and I'm hanging on to it.
I don't blame him. Oh, what's this?
No, it can't be. But it was. My lucky piece of coal. Rio, how far away is Ketch's Landing from here?
Best part of 10 miles. Why?
10 miles? That catapult must have been a lot more powerful than I thought.
His coal? Are we sure it is the same one? It looks the same. Nope. Guessing we climb?
It was too high. I couldn't get up there. The cliff was steep, too steep to climb without handholds. and I couldn't find any. The warm Caribbean. That Emily sure asks a lot of questions.
Rest it, man. This whole Emily business just isn't funny.
Look, we're obviously at cross purposes here. I'm talking about Emily Ketch.
Yeah, and so am I. She was my friend. Her aunts hated it, but we did move together, you know. She used to be real keen at hide and seek. It could take hours to find her. One time, the last time, it took days. She must have shouted and screamed herself hoarse, but there was nobody to hear her.
Where'd she hidden herself?
Captain Ketch's old sea chest. The only way to open it was from the outside.
Suddenly, I didn't feel so good. We never exchanged another word about Emily Ketch. Rio's boat was strewn with fishing nets and tackle.
Maybe we can borrow the tackle.
Could I borrow your net?
Yeah, man, no problem.
It's a good throw.
You planning on catching some fish?
Nope. I'm after a big rock.
His face like, what? Yeah, being between a rock and a hard place at the moment. Nope, okay.
Well, here I go. Wish me luck, Rio.
Good luck, George. Watch out for the Walking Dead.
Yep, be careful. Might find something that wants to sink its teeth into you. Meanwhile, back in London...
I stumbled down dark stairwells for what seemed like forever, until suddenly I found myself, wow, in an abandoned London Underground station. This place must have been closed down decades ago.
Okay. Well, I think that's a perfect place to wrap up this episode. George is climbing a mountain to face off against the army of undead, and with his lucky piece of coal. That was a very emotional reunion. And now Nico's down in an abandoned underground station in London. So, we'll see where this takes us in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more episodes. And we'll see you very soon. That's a wrap.